I'm just doing this right here. This is one of my favorite tops, but there are a couple of things I'd like to change about it, so we're going to attempt to recreate it. Let's talk about the plan. There is no plan. I have been wanting to do this for a couple of months, and at no point did I consider how I would actually go about it. And now we're here. The video has started, and I still don't know how I'm gonna do this. I've only ever recreated clothes by actually taking them apart and then using the pieces as the pattern, but I love this top way too much to destroy it. So we're gonna try and recreate it while it's still intact. There's so much hair in my eyes right now. I don't know how people live with these. Help. We're gonna get a lot of continuity errors with my fringe now. So let's start with what I like about this top and what I want to change. I love that this top just pulls on over your head. It's really loose and comfy, really good for people who are lactose intolerant but refuse to acknowledge it. I love the cuffs. They've got these ties on them, so they're adjustable, plus they're a nice length. There you go. Good boy. Like, long, adjustable. Oh, that was hard to film. Because it's got these ties on it, these actually stay up when you pull your sleeves up. So it's just really good if you have to actually do things where you can't have all this stuff dangling around. So what I want to change, the neckline on this is just a little bit too low. So I would like to either make this a little bit shorter here or maybe add a lace up element. That being said, I do really like the ties that are here because you can tie up the neck and it looks really pretty. I'll show you, hang on. So when it's tied up at the neck, it creates a really sweet shape. Like I get what they were going for. It's really nice. It's just this is really low. And so for most of my bras, this top doesn't work. It's gotten darker in here. I'm doing my best. Also, my camera was like refusing to focus. So hopefully I've fixed that now. So apologies if we also have focus issues. I cut my own bangs for a skit. And now I'm a hat person. So the main thing that I want to change about this top is the fabric that it's made from. I bought this top online and I was a bit disappointed when it arrived and I realized that the fabric was quite stiff. I'm just doing this right here. This shirt is originally $240. Don't worry, I didn't pay that much, but it was still $133 on sale. But notice it's got linen in the name, and on this site it says it's 100% linen, but on the tag it's only 25% linen and 75% cotton. When it's tucked in, it's quite obvious under a skirt. The fabric is a little bit bulky. Hang on, can I show you? No looking. It sort of puffs out a bit awkwardly. I kind of want to look like Mr. Darcy when he gets out of the lake, you know? That's more the vibe I'm after. See, I look nothing like 1995 heartthrob Colin Firth. Which brings us to fabric. Here are our options. I feel like a little elf stealing things. They're all linen. We've got this cream, which I think is the one I'm leaning the most towards, but it's a heavier weight linen, I think. So I'm not sure it's actually gonna have the drape that I want. We've got some pieces of black linen. I'm not sure that there's enough actually now that I feel it, because I didn't realize that these were all individual pieces. And we have white linen. Oh, it feels so nice. These might be really good for pants, although would I ever wear cream colored pants? As much as I absolutely love this cream fabric, I'm not sure it's going to achieve what we want it to. So we're going with white. Let's do it. Decision made. I mean, there's also black. Oh God, I've just made a huge mess. I'm just gonna make a list of the pattern pieces that we need first. So we need a front and a back cuffs. I think that this top part, this is the back, I think it's called a yoke. So I'm gonna call it back yoke and front yoke. I don't know if that's what they're called, but that's what I'm going to call them for the purpose of this video, and you can't stop me because this isn't in real time. Sleeve ties, neck ties. All right, well, ignoring the ties pattern pieces because they're just a length that's going to be cut. I got really tired partway through that sentence. We have 9 pattern pieces to measure up. In terms of the pattern construction, I think the trickiest thing is working out if there are curves because this here is pleated. Let's start with something Let's start with something simpler. I'm gonna do the cuffs. Yeah, definitely a trapezoid shape. As much as I could, I took down measurements of the pieces that I wouldn't be able to trace. Oh no, there's also placket pieces for the cuffs. And there's a collar placket as well. Placket. What if I don't say it nasally? Placket. No. I want to shorten the length of the hole through which your head goes. Oh, that's a good point. Do you need it to be that length so that you can get your head through it? Yeah, I look insane. Okay. You're just gonna have to put up with my hair this video, I'm sorry. We're all gonna have to get through this. All right, let's see how it looks with this tied up. Still cute. So yeah, all right. Let me know what my hair looks like because I have a feeling that I look like a child whose parents have put a melon on their head as a hat. There's a picture of it somewhere, I'll find it. Here. Once again, I have forgotten what I wanted to say during a time lapse. It's kind of like a digital version of walking into a room and forgetting why you went in there.
I'm not sleeping, I'm just patting Alf.
Anyway, those pleats and gathers made it really tricky to do this, so it did take me longer than I expected.
Am I gonna do the tucks? No, I'm not gonna do the tucks. That's something I want different about it. I think it works for this stiff fabric, but we're going for a lighter fabric, so I'm not going to do the tucks on it. We're ignoring that.
And by that I meant the tucks that are on the sleeve. They're these folds of fabric similar to what you might get on a historical petticoat to help keep its full shape, but we don't want that for these sleeves. We want lovely drapey goodness, you know, like a vampire or a poet or a pirate.
So we have 13 pattern pieces to make. Now that we know what pattern pieces we're going to be making, tomorrow morning we can come at this fresh, hopefully, cut out our pattern pieces / trace the pieces from the top, then try and tackle the order of construction, which is always very challenging for me. I'll see you tomorrow. Gosh darn it, I love my new studio. You ever just feel like you look silly in every outfit that you own? Also, how cute is this? I realized once I got dressed. This was a gift for Thomas. They have little snappy hands, so they, excuse me, so they hold hands. Huh? I didn't have anything other than just like pointing at it and smiling. So yeah, this dress is actually the last thing that I duplicated. So the shirt was a shirt that I no longer wore, so I took that apart to make the pattern for this, and then the skirt was a on the floor one that I kind of just like traced the measurements of and then completely ignored those measurements because I made it a gathered skirt instead. Let's go.
In case you were wondering, yes, I did instantly regret trying to do this on the floor, and I moved to the table very shortly.
I forgot the seam allowance. Whoops, 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 whoops. Okay, so to get the shape of the shirt, I've measured out the width and length that it needs to be, and then I have pinned in place the hem so I can just trace 1 centimeter around this, and that will give us our hemline. So it turns out my measurements were way off because this is the back panel, which is longer, and this was meant to be the front panel, so big ol' whoops.
I then proceeded to get even more confused.
Okay, I'm really confused because if I line this seam up to here, there is all of this space at the bottom. When I line up the side seam to there, it's pretty much right.
This was complicated by the fact that the hemline also seemed to be correct, so this had me stumped for a while. Watching this back, it now seems that if the side seams match and the hem shape matches, but the length here doesn't match, I probably should have cut it on a curve like this. But it looked like the grain line was straight, and as I couldn't figure out
What reason would it have to be cut on a curve? I don't understand.
I ended up just doing this. And I realize now that had I cut it on the curve, there would have been more fabric for me to gather up, and it would have matched the original a lot better. Next, I cut out the sleeve based on the measurements, and let me tell you, this thing is massive. It is twice as wide as it is long. For pieces that didn't have gathers or pleats, I was able to pin these to the pattern paper and do my best to trace around them. There's a lot of finagling involved. I used the same process to do the back yoke, but I only measured out half of it and then figured that I would do it on the fold so that it would actually be symmetrical. I was dreading patterning the shoulder piece, but it actually wasn't too bad once I realized I could fold it in half, pin it in place, and just lift the sleeve and the rest of the shirt out of the way to trace it.
My boy fell asleep listening to the Tortured Poets department. Oh, I'm sorry. Alright, so I am now worried that we may not have enough fabric because I need 2 of these, 1 of those on the fold, but look, there's just a lot. There's a lot of pieces and there's that much fabric.
It turns out that I'd used this fabric previously to line my wedding dress, so there were some odd scrappy bits, but I was careful about placing the pattern pieces, and in the end there was enough fabric and a little bit left over, which is lucky because we've got a whole bunch of mistakes coming up.
I was about to proudly proclaim, oh my god, that's really hard to say, proudly proclaim. I was about to proudly announce that I had cut out all of the pattern pieces and then remembered that I needed some interfacing for the cuffs and collar pieces. So we've done that now. I even cut out the little plackets, and at some point somewhere in here is the neckties and the wrist tie bits. So I was almost about to say it's time to figure out what order I do construction in, which is something I need to do for sure because I don't know where to start. But I think the actual first thing we need to do is figure out how to use my sewing machine.
If you didn't see my studio makeover video, I recently treated myself to a new, well, secondhand industrial sewing machine.
I just keep looking at the machine instead of you, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, she's very distracting and beautiful. Let's go test out the Juki. And then we'll probably get started on construction tomorrow. There's the ties, I found them. I can't remember if this is plugged in. Press the on button. Okay. What does this switch do?
Hang on a second. Where's my light? It doesn't have a light. Oh no. I can fix this. We have a ring light. Oh, the plate's in inches, not centimeters. That's a problem. Oh boy, she's fast. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Do people with fringes style them every single day? Like, do you have to blow dry your hair every day? I don't know how I'm gonna live with this. This is a lot. So like, other than complaining about my new fringe, I don't think that I had anything else to talk about. So let's just get started. Ironing board. I'm pretty happy with how thrifty I've been during this project because initially I thought I needed a new light, but we used the ring light. And I also thought I would need a new plate for the sewing machine, but I fixed that with painter's tape, a ruler, and a pencil. I hope the pencil doesn't rub off on the fabric. One cuff done. Yeet. You know what, if I'm honest, I'm using the knee lift more than I thought I would. Not amazing, but not terrible. Can I just say, with the way that the mess is expanding in this room and the pattern pieces are kind of just all over the place, I am really seeing the wisdom of the suggestions that I got on my sewing room makeover video when people said baskets for my work in progress things. Yes, I need a place to put those. We've stacked some things here. These are the ones I need to work on. There's also those ones there. I've put some pattern pieces over there. The shirt is hanging on a light, so I need to do something about that. And then, yeah, some pieces that are ready to go are here on the ironing board. So some further organization is in order. So we've got a back yoke and a front yoke. Oh no. Hang on. Oh, thank God. All right, back to it. And I just figure that what I should do is attach these shoulder bits here to start with. My fingers look weird when I do it this way. Look at that. Oof, don't like that. Oh dear, oh dear, do you see this? Didn't occur to me that this would actually need more fabric because there's like a good old gap right there if the fabric sits straight, and I kind of need them to go whoop. How did I forget to do literally the only pattern adjustment that I was supposed to do? Okay, I'm gonna recut it. I'm just gonna do it again because I actually would like this to fit. So let's just do it. Stop worrying about it, stop thinking about it, let's go. Stop procrastinating. Me, it's very hard to point to me. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I'll pick up some chocolate tonight. It'll be all good. Oh wait, I don't need to do that. What is wrong with me? I was just gonna recut the whole thing. I don't need to. I just need to add some to here. I added the extra bit of pattern to the wrong side. I added it to the armhole. Oh, well, no wonder it looked so weird. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why my brain isn't working today. I'm gonna try that again. I'm definitely buying chocolate. Done. Okay, so gathering. Not this, don't gather this. All right, we have our shirt back and our shirt front. We're gonna gather along here for both of these and then attach them to that one. Oh my God, I thought this was gonna be like a cute little, like quick little, oh my God. Oh, she's strong. We need it on the longer stitch, which on this machine is 4, which I am not used to. Oh my God, it would be really great if I would do something right for once on this project because I did the gathering stitches and then I realized these are box pleats. So I'm just gonna pleat them by hand. No, it's going great. It's going really good. Thank you. Thank you for asking. It's going excellent. Oh no, I'm yawning. I ended up doing a mixture of pleating and gathering anyway, so it's totally fine that I did the gathering stitches. Also, while you're looking at Alf, this is a good time to remind you to maybe like and subscribe. Much appreciated. Thank you. Okay, bye. Oh no! And I've just unpinned all of that pinning. I think that's just one setback too many for me today. I'll deal with that tomorrow. I'll see you fresh tomorrow to continue with the construction of this. Okay, knowing absolutely nothing about the culture, I'm feeling very Howdy Pilgrim today, you know? What am I doing? What is this? Sorry, I'm very tired. We went out to a gig last night and I nearly fell asleep, to be honest, while standing up. So we're here, that's what's important. I have repinned this section and we're ready to go and try again now that we are honestly only slightly more awake than we were the other night. Even though we're having some teething issues, I do find the stitching of this machine really satisfying. Oh, that is nice. Apparently I find the stitching of the overlocker also very satisfying. So next time I'm doing the shoulder pieces, including the darts, I don't know how you're meant to mark darts on patterns, so I'm gonna do this. It's the only thing I know to do, and I'm pretty sure it's wrong. If there's a better way, please tell me. Ow, stabbed myself. Pull them apart. I just realized that this sleeve is clearly not a straight rectangle because it does this. So, okay, am I crazy? Or to get this shape at the bottom of the sleeve here, see how we've got it on the shirt? And we did do that. We saw it on the shirt and did that. Can I not just cut out that same shape that's on the shirt on the sleeve? I'm just gonna do that. This is the whole futz around and find out section of the video. My plan for the sleeve is sleeve cap. We'll gather this section up until the little whatever this is into that. We will gather this section up into the cuff, and then we will stitch down the side seam and we will have a sleeve that we can attach. I hope that's the right order to do it in. I have yet another thing that I failed to notice on the sleeve. The seam in it is at the underarm, which is not where the placket is. I need to turn this into a sleeve first and then gather it. Why is this so difficult? Jeans and a hoodie. That's what I feel good in right now. So that's what we're gonna wear. And I stole Tom's hat because I'm out of hats now. But it is actually the AM and I am feeling like I have much more mental capacity. So let's get straight into it. Let's get as much done as we can. So that's the placket there. I think 24.5 centimeters from the side seam. I should write this down. 24.5. So this is where the placket goes. Okay. Oh my God. I'm gonna ruin it. We got this. We're okay. Okay, we're gonna try and sew the placket into here. So I'm gonna attempt to sew that down and I don't know what happens here. I got a whopping pimple coming in right here on my lip. I've got like a pimple here and like a pimple here from the other 2 times that we had Hungry Jacks. And I said to Thomas, I'm getting pimples because we're eating too much Hungry Jacks. And he's like, no, that's not it, that's not it. Guess what? We got Hungry Jacks last night. And by the time we went to bed, I had a really painful one forming right on my lip line. I have attempted to cover it with makeup. It hasn't worked and it's going to get worse throughout the day. So just avert your eyes. Thanks. Every now and then I think I'm like, oh, I've got pretty good sewing skills. And then I just come up against something like this and it floors me. And I go, oh yeah, that's right. I actually don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, look, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty bad. Oh, was I meant to snip it here? Oh no, this wasn't meant to be a 1 centimeter seam allowance. Oh no, okay, well, whoops. I thought I had the mental capacity to do this today, but I have once again made another mistake. When I try and like fold this over, it's not gonna happen. So I need to cut out another placket piece. We're not off to a great start today. There we go, fold it over, ready to sew. We did it to a satisfactory level as far as I'm concerned. I did, however, if you can see the very slight color difference here, I did burn the linen a little bit. It's not very clear, but it is all gathered up into that cuff thing. And then I think all I have to do is stitch along there and then flip it over and top stitch it. Wait. Oh my God. I'm so bad at this. There are side ties that need to go in as well. Hang on. Oh, wait. I needed 2 sleeve ties per sleeve. I have to make more sleeve ties. Why am I like this? Yes. After I'd attached the cuff, I then pleated and gathered up the top of it. Sorry, Alfie is like breathing really loudly behind me. So after I had attached the cuff, I then pleated and gathered up the top of the sleeve into the sleeve cap / shoulder bit. I actually don't know what that's called, but it was honestly around here that things took a dramatic 180 and started working out finally. Oh my God, it's lining up. This is nuts. Next was fitting the top of the sleeve into the arm side. Let's see if that actually like works. But yeah, it's like, it's fitting like perfectly, which is crazy. They kind of match up. We're getting there, it's nearly a shirt. So now I just need to do the exact same process as that on the other side. So we've got 2 sleeves, count them. 1, 2, that's pretty easy. All right, there we go. So all we got to do now is figure out this placket situation, collar and ruff, and the hem. Good morning. Welcome to the last day. Yes. Turns out that I can actually just push my hair back while it's drying and we go back to not really having bangs. So I don't know what I was stressing about. So let's figure out this placket and also let's figure out why I wore all black in front of a black chest of drawers. Hang on, can I go invisible? Ho, can you even see me? We have our placket pinned in place. Ho, I said that correctly the first time. We have our placket pinned in place. Also, oh my God, look at how much this rug attracts threads. Isn't that ridiculous? This may be why that girl got rid of it, because like it's wool and it's just grabby. So I'm gonna vacuum this as soon as I finish this project. Can I just say how much I love the foot on this sewing machine, because it's just so easy to line up for edge stitching. Okay, look, it's definitely not the prettiest placket in the world. I think it's sitting a little bit funny, but skewiff, but it's there. So let's get started on this collar piece. Hope it fits. I actually genuinely don't know how I'm gonna do this. Oh, because I was thinking I had to like press it all the way down and then try and match them up. But no, that's kind of dumb. I can just sew them right sides together with the ruff and the cords on the inside. Yes, let's do that. Also, I'd just like to say, how unfair is it that I'm getting pimples and also fall asleep at gigs? I think / I hope that that's gonna work. Let's try sewing that down first. There's a boy following me around while I'm trying to film. Yeah, hi. What's he want? What is it? Oh, it's treasures, isn't it? All right, I will now get no peace. Jesus, I will now get no peace until I give him a treasure. I'll be right back. Okay, the point was, all I have left to do is the hem of the shirt and then we are ready for the reveal. So I will see you for the aforementioned reveal. And I got fully dressed in the shower. Is it starting to rain? But I hope this was worth it.